Hi, today I'm going to talk about the carbon tax. Now, hang on a second, before you switch off your screen in disgust. I understand. It's too political, it's too complicated. In fact, one of the great strengths of the anti-carbon tax campaign is its brevity. I mean, look at this. Great, big, new tax on everything. Simple, easy to understand, 28 characters, let's call an election. Of course, it's a lot more complicated than that, and with the carbon price package now announced, Australians are going to need a lot more information about why we're actually doing this. So here's 6 good reasons why we should support a price on pollution in Australia, all in the space of 140 characters. That'll fit in a single tweet. Firstly, it's a price on pollution, not a price on you. The carbon tax will be imposed on 500 of Australia's biggest businesses. Now, they might try and pass some of the costs on, and if you choose to buy their goods or their services, you might pay a little bit more than you otherwise would, but you certainly won't be receiving a carbon tax bill in the mail. Next, you can dodge this tax. Normally, tax evasion is illegal, but in this case, it's the whole point. The more sustainable you become, the less carbon tax you pay. And if you've already taken some steps towards becoming more sustainable, like switching to green power or riding your bike to work, you're halfway there. Next, and this is probably most important, it won't ruin our economy. The overwhelming majority of economists agree that this carbon tax won't destroy our economy. It won't even come close. Why? Well, firstly, we've been through much worse. In recent years, the Australian economy has taken a few hits, including the global financial crisis, the rising price of oil internationally, the skyrocketing Australian dollar, and conflict in the Middle East. Now, these were real crises, and our economy survived. The impact of the carbon tax will be tiny in comparison. Next, others have done it. Australia's hardly a leader in this field. We're far from it. Around 32 countries are participating in carbon pricing schemes, in emissions trading schemes, and there are 10 countries that already have a carbon tax, including Denmark, which has had one in place since 1992. Finally, it's just the right thing to do. Australia's in the top 20 biggest polluters in the world. That puts us in the same league as Brazil and Indonesia, each with around 10 times more people than we have. There are 219 countries in the world, and over 200 of them have lower carbon emissions than we do. If all of them decided to do nothing to reduce their emissions, we'd have a big problem on our hands. There's a lot more information about carbon pricing and what impact it might have on you on the MEFL website. I also administer the MEFL blog, and I'd love to have your comments and your feedback there.